Hello and welcome to Liberty North High School here in Liberty, Missouri. I'm Rand Swatz and alongside me today is Haley Wineland. We're in store for a great match tonight as both of these teams look evenly matched.
Yeah, Rance, and both of these teams are just one game apart in their record, with Lee Summit having only one loss at 3-5, while North was able to bring home a fourth win on Monday night. Now, before we get started on this game, we're going to look at the keys to victory really quick. Lee Summit North, they want to be able to possess the ball and play through the midfield. The coach said that they have creative players in the midfield, but we want to generate and start that game as quick as we can, which might be hard because it's really hard when you're playing the game. You have to really think on your feet in this game.
And we managed to get a talk with Liberty North soccer coach. His main goal was no turnovers. That's been a big problem for this team this year.
Exactly.
Keeping the clock running, keeping possession, and no free kicks. All three are big factors that this team has had a problem with. Now we're going to head over to the players to watch. For the north side, the players to watch are going to be number 4, Jesse Duncan, Cade McKinnon, Carson Schmidt, and Damian Theo.
And for Lee Summit North, we really want to watch for Carson Wilcox, Tyler Daly, Blake Lavendery, sorry if I said that wrong, and Ben Lempick. Sorry if I said that one wrong as well. So we really want to watch out for those players on both sides because they will play a key part in this game. Right now they are lining up for the anthem, and we are going to get this game started on this very windy night.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Gary Crosley Family Activities Complex for tonight's contest between the visiting Lee Summit North Broncos and your Liberty North Eagles. Liberty North is a proud member of MISHA. We would like to remind all spectators that this game is competitive, but it is also an educational experience for all players and students. Let's continue to show respect and sportsmanship throughout tonight's game. And now for the starting lineups for the Lee Summit North Broncos. Number 2, Carson Wilcox. Number 5, Jack Neal. Number 9, Jose Vega. Number 10, Tyler Daly. Number 11, Adonis Delgado. Number 12, Blake Lavendery. Number 15, Liam Frank. Number 16, Ryan McCain. Number 17, Landon Binger. Number 18, Nolan Piedmont. Number 19, Benjamin Lampy. Number 24, Jackson Briley. And number 97, in the goal, George Timbaracco. And now for your Liberty North Eagles. Number 1, Jack Watson. Number 4, Jesse Duncan. Number 5, Cooper Potteridge. Number 6, Preston Rose. Number 10, Cade McKinnon. Number 15, Carson Schmidt. Number 16, Gabe Lentz. Number 20, Eric Luchek. Number 21, Turner Van Duzer. Number 22, Damian Theoradius. Number 26 in the goal, Davis Folk.
Anchors are online.
Looks like we're about to start off this game. Everyone is lined up.
Performing in tonight's game, your JV Golden Girls.
Haley, can you move the mic closer to your mouth?
And the Broncos are going to be starting off this game with the ball.
Rance, your voice is so loud.
Cry me a river.
Okay, it looks like the Broncos are switching up on us, actually. Let's see if they will start this off. It looks like they will start off now, actually. Looks like a long kick right over, and there's a guy down already.
And already a questionable call from the refs there. Yeah, and he's going to get that call, and that should result in a free kick to the Broncos.
It looks like there is a little collision. Liberty North got the ball.
And Lee Summit's going to get that right back, and they're already charging towards the goal. A good cross.
Good cross. And sadly, they missed it, so this will be a result of a corner. Goal kick. Sorry, my mistake. There's a goal kick.
Okay, watch calling sadly and unfortunately. Try to keep those adjectives out.
Yes, ma'am.
And a good kick from the goalie there in the midfield, and the Broncos are immediately going to get a throw-in from their defensive side of the field. That's one thing this Broncos team is already showing quick. They're fast, and they can get to the enemy goal extremely well. They've done it far better than this North team has already starting out.
It looks like they have a pretty strong forward, and it looks like they're being very aggressive just from the start. That's something that Liberty North really needs to be picking up right now.
That's going to be a quick throw-in from the Eagles. And right back to it. Another throw-in. This time it's going to go to the Eagles. They're really gaining some ground here right now. And several headers from both sides. And the Broncos are going to get this ball back. They're charging down the field as fast. And a good slide tackle.
It's the number one we couldn't name.
Yep, and a good defensive stop there from Blake Craig, really turning this game around, the momentum. And a good clear from the Broncos there.
Something to talk about Blake Craig. He's only a sophomore, and he's varsity kicker for Liberty North soccer and for Liberty North football. So that's one key thing that we really take pride in.
That's going to be a close throw-in for the Eagles, and the Broncos are going to be able to clear it out. And they're just going to be able to kick it right to the goalie. We'll see how the Broncos can recover from that. The Eagles looking very sharp on offense there with the attack.
And the Eagles got the ball back. Passing it towards midfield. Now what the Eagles really want to turn is no turnovers.
And at least Summit North is going to be able to get this ball back. We'll see how they'll play this. And they'll go ahead and start out with the defender. And the Eagles with a nice interception. See how they play this. Ooh, and a close offsides there. Almost a foul from the Broncos on that. There's a lot of contact on that.
Maybe some questionable calls for the ref.
And the Broncos going to be able to clear this ball back and gain possession right back. We'll see if they can get another sharp attack going right now.
Midfield is trying to run up and get that ball up to the wings up front. And there's some contact.
Some good defense from the Eagles right here. They're really changing the momentum of this game from that first possession. And the Broncos are going to play it safe here and give it back to the goalie.
Number 10, Cade McKinnon, went after the ball but couldn't get there just in time. So we are going back towards midfield with the Broncos gaining the ball.
And a good attack here from the Broncos and intercepted. It's pretty close. The Eagles now are going to have room.
Here goes 16, Gabe Lenz right towards the goal. See if he can get a middle shot. Ooh, and close miss right on the goalie. Blocked that right at last minute. Goalkeeper George
Cambaruco.
Perfect.
And that's just athleticism you can't teach. You have to be born with that. That was just astonishing.
Looks like it's going to be a corner taken by number 22, Damian Theodoris. Theorides, I'm sorry.
And the Broncos are going to be able to gain possession back off that close call there. And the Eagles with a quick interception. And the Eagles are going to take this one out. That's going to go right back to the goal. The Eagles have been putting pressure on this Lee Summit North defense, really making them work for it.
The Broncos are having really good defense, something Broncos play right up the line and go straight to the Eagles.
And some questionable passing here. The Eagles are going to let Davis Fall clear it out. And some good heading from the Broncos.
Broncos pass towards the front.
And a clear by the Eagles. You're going to give themselves some breathing room a little bit. The Broncos now going on the offensive for what is only the second time in the game they've really been this close to the goal. And the Eagles are immediately going to get that back. Some excellent defense playing here.
Pass it back towards midfield. And we're passing up.
That's going to get there.
It looks like Jesse Duncan's taking the ball towards the goal.
He's going to look for the cross here. No one's really available. He's going to see what he can get, and nothing was available there. Just some great.
But there goes. See if they can get the ball before it goes out of bounds, and they were able to get it, but the Broncos got it just in time. Liberty North got the ball back and hit the Broncos.
And that ball's going to be out of bounds. That's going to be Broncos ball for throw-in.
Quick throw-in.
Both teams are playing excellent defense.
Oh, there's a questionable play. It looks like the ref saw it and is going to give the ball to the Broncos.
Broncos going to get a free kick here. Let's see what they can whip up here. And a header from the Eagles. It's still going to be the Broncos' possession. And a questionable pass, but that's going to get there. And intercepted by the Eagles. Broncos passing tonight has not been solid at all.
It looks like Turner Van Duzer is taking it down. Trying to pass up to number 16, Gabe, which he didn't get there in time, and it went back to the Broncos, back to their goalkeeper, George Cambrico.
There's been some really dangerous passing going on here. You really have to wonder when these teams are going to get an offsides called. It's bound to happen sooner or later the way they've been passing the ball deep.
Yeah, and that also is up to the refs as well to see if they can count those offsides.
That's going to be a good charge.
And save by... It was a quick save by Davis Folk.
And the Eagles midfield's going to see what they can work up here. The Eagles midfield just gets beat on that play. Now the Lee Summit North strikers and wingers are going to see what they can cook up here. Let the play develop. And almost a great pass. That's going to have North clear it. And that's going to give the Broncos a good starting position for their throw-in.
Now what Liberty North told us, what Coach Smith told us, is that he really wanted to focus on no turnovers in the defensive half. And it looks like they're not really accomplishing that, but maybe they can whip something up in the second half. We may never know.
Yeah, and Davis with the save there. At least some North offense and wingers have really stepped it up. It's really those midfielders that need to kind of get some work in and be able to clear the ball. And that's going to be Eagles ball for a throw-in.
Yeah,
Scratch that, at least some in North.
Now, a really important part you want to have in this game, what Lee Summit North is really focusing on in this game is doing quick passes, not letting Liberty North just set in and get the game playing.
And Davis, the goalkeeper, is going to clear it here.
And Damian Theodoros takes it.
The Eagles are going to go on the attack here. He's going to look for the cross once again.
Number 10, Cade McKinnon's taking in charge of the ball. You could see that Gabe was open, but there was a lot of pressure from the Broncos placed.
That's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles.
The thing with Liberty North is that they're really senior heavy. What are they going to do next year when they lose half their team?
Well, like I already mentioned, they really have a good underclassmen squad that's going to be able, so this soccer program is really going to be a stay around. Anyway, some action there going.
Oh.
And another amazing save by Combruco.
He's had some amazing saves tonight just within just a few minutes in this
very slow
half.
to get up.
And we have a replay coming up with that action and that amazing save by George Cambrico.
And they're going to be set up here for a corner kick from the Eagles.
Goes the corner. Immediately headed out by the Lee Summit North.
Eagles are really quick. Ooh, and tough positioning there. That was a great pass from the midfield, but the attackers didn't really see it. They were kind of ready to transition to that defensive.
Eagles were able to gain back the ball.
And that was not called. Some clear
There was a
contact
foul
there.
that was not called. It looks like Broncos might have an opening in the offense, and nope, was sealed off.
Lee Summit North defense. This Lee Summit North positioning right now has really taken over the offense. As you can see, they have the defensive players playing the midfield positions right now. They are ready to score.
There's a high kick. Was blocked. Going to be a throw-in for Liberty North. Now it looks like Liberty North is not having the right communication when they are passing those long balls.
Yeah, as you saw down there on the Lee Summit North and goal side, there was a great pass from the midfield. Attackers weren't really reading it that well, and that's what led to turnover by the Eagles. And the Eagles defense is going to be able to clear it. Oh, and a tough kick there going off the midfielder's back.
That's a really nice play right there.
And a close kick here. Lee Summit North almost getting that ball. And that's going to be a throw-in for the Broncos just around the midfield. And they're going to be going the offensive pretty fast here. And another throw-in from the Broncos. Already going. They are wasting no time at all.
Oh.
And a great defensive stop there. These Eagle defenders have really been doing more than the Broncos today.
Broncos kick it back to the goalie to reset the ball.
And the defenders here are going to let the play develop as the midfielders hope to create something out of this. And they're also going to hang back again, really waiting for stuff to develop here.
Like Coach said on the Broncos, he really believes that their midfielders are pretty creative with their plays.
And an out bounce for the Eagles. Lee Summit North's going to hop right back to it with the throw-ins. They have been on the Eagles' neck today with the throw-ins.
Broncos making a quick run towards offense.
And a great stop by the defense once again. And once more, the Broncos are going to be able to retain possession.
It looks like the Eagles' offense is not quite on game yet. Keep getting that ball turned over.
Yeah, that's been the biggest problem for the Eagles tonight. Is just turnovers after turnovers after turnovers. The attackers and midfielders have not been on the same page today, and that's really cost them.
And looks like there's a foul call, but not made by the refs.
And the Eagles midfield's going to be able to get the ball rolling here. And I'm going to pass it back with the play develop a little bit.
Let's see if Turner Van Duzer can do something.
And
Pass
a
up
deep
forward.
pass.
Gabe Lentz has the ball. Quicken.
And a good fake out there. From
Damian Theodoris has kicked it back to Gabe. And it looks like they're doing a nice crossover, but sadly was turned over by the Broncos.
And this Broncos attackers is going to have a lot to work with. Eagles were not ready. And once again, the Broncos are going to turn over the ball.
Turner has been doing a lot of defense lately in this game, and he's doing really good, getting those turnovers and back up to the forwards like Gabe, who's been able to make those runs.
And it gets stopped by the Broncos.
There was a call by the refs. Ball is going to be given to the Eagles. That was a really good spot to get the ball, to get a foul called, because you're so close to the goal, you might be able to get a quick play in there.
Yeah, with these free kicks being so loud now, you're really not going to see a kick from that go into a goal. You really see them more in the major leagues. And they're going to get a header up, and it's going to go right over the goal.
Goalkeeper pass it over to defense, just a short little pass. See if they can get something playing up here.
And Cambruco is going to feel out the offense really fast. And a good read.
That was a really good read and really good communication. Oh, looks like there was a call back on the field given to the Broncos. Quick pass, but it looks like not very good communication, but was able to recover it.
And that's kind of the problem that this Broncos offense has been having. Any free kick, any throw-in that they've been able to get, they've been going within 1 second of them having it, and that's really thrown their offense, and that's really been throwing some of the Eagles defenders off too. So it's kind of a bittersweet strategy they're going for right now.
What you just saw was a replay of the kick over the goal. Just to let you know, our replays are sponsored by Clean Laundry.
And Lee Summit defenders are going to be able to move up here. And a long pass right to the Eagles defenders. And that's going to let Davis be able to take it out. And a throw-in for the Broncos. And that's going to be one of their slower ones tonight. An easy pass there. The Broncos offense is just feeling it out, letting the plays develop.
Broncos defense has really been on the ball tonight. Gain those turnovers back to the midfield, and the midfield able to get it back to the wingers. But Gabe Lentz was able to recover that ball, doing some nice faking, and got kicked out. Tried to pass it to number 12, Carson Kropp.
Once again, this Broncos defense is really showing out. And once again, they're going to be able to get that ball. Just excellent defending. This Broncos defense has been able to get a lot of good clears today.
Jesse Duncan throwing in the ball. It looks like the Eagles' throw-ins are a lot longer than the Broncos.
And that's one thing. The Eagles have been in the Broncos area a lot longer than their opposites, just because they're able to take their time, let the plays develop. As they're doing right now, they're really letting this attacking team work their magic.
Oh, yeah. But the Broncos defense is really getting on them. Gabe Lentz was able to save
And
the
right
ball.
there, here we
and
go.
here we go.
And another save for Cambruno. That's his third save of the night.
Right off the foot. Liberty North is going to take this throw in. 21, Turner Van Duzer.
And Cambruno being a leader right now, you can see him kind of moving the defensive players around.
Try and get that communication in, mostly to the offense players, so we can really get that ball into the goal, hopefully. Here comes the throw in.
And the Eagles are going to be able to intercept this. Let's see what they're attacking. And
Long kick to right to the goalkeeper, Gabe Cambrico.
it's going to be his fourth save of the night. He's really been the cornerstone of this Broncos defense. And the midfielder there trying to work some magic, but it's not going to go over well as the Eagles are once again going to get another interception.
Gabe Lentz is trying to roll the ball up to the front, but was stopped by the Broncos face to face, really.
Yeah, and these Eagles midfielders are very good at tackling. They know how to take the ball away pretty easily, and the Broncos are going to be flying down the field here, and we're going to see if they look for the cross here.
Pass it right to winger. Broncos try and figure out what to do with the ball, try and get too close to the goal. And looks like they found a way right around the corner. Long
Broncos
kick.
have no attackers right in the box for that cross.
Looks like there's a little back and forth between the Eagles and the Broncos. Looks like there was a foul called.
Yes. Penalties, but say regular, it's yellow. There's yellow cards and there's red cards. Red cards means they're like kicked out of the game. And we're gonna see a penalty kick here for at least Summit North.
Davis have made really good saves in the past, and he is a senior this year, so I bet he has a lot of penalty kicks. So he'll definitely know what to do.
And this is one thing this Broncos offense has really shined out on. You figured they would get a penalty kick sooner or later with the amount of guys they've just been able to have in the box.
Ref.
And a save
Great
from Davis.
save by Davis. He is really showing up tonight.
Davis.
Yeah, Haley, Davis, Falk. These two goalies have just been having an astounding match tonight.
Long kick. See if the Eagles can recover it. Little fight between the Eagles and the Broncos.
And a close play out of bounds. I believe that's going to go to the Eagles. And they are taking something from the Lee Summit North playbook and getting that ball right outside as soon as it goes out.
Out again. Looks like Liberty North is going to take it, but they might take their time on this throw in, it looks like. Oh, there's
There are
a
going to be some
sub.
substitutions.
Where's the Thompson? Oh, I got it. Never mind. It's okay. I like to follow the ball boys instead of actual
It looks like 23 and 24 came in for Lee Summit North.
And 24 for the Eagles, taking Damian Theo out. And these Eagles attackers are really going to feel something out here. And a high kick's going to let the goalie be able to kick it back. We'll see what they do. My guess is that they'll probably give it to the defense or one of the midfielders and let them feel it out.
It looks like he might go for a long pass, actually, telling the defense to go up. Long kick out to midfield.
And the Eagles are actually going to end up with this ball. And Lee Summit's going to get an interception right back. And this is kind of where they feel it out. They use those defenders. Those defenders have really powerful kicks here, being able to drive that pass almost all the way downfield. And that's really been the cornerstone of this Lee Summit Broncos offense. And a close one there, and that's going to give the Eagles a throw in.
Taking their time, let everyone get in their places. And we have a sub in. Theo is coming back in. Damian Theodorus. And Jillian Garcia Jones is coming out. It looks like it was just a quick little sub for like a break.
And the Eagles kick this one out of bounds. It's going to at least Summit North a throw in. And just a close one. And a missed kick there.
Gabe throws in. And looks like Lee Summit North was able to get it back, but after a long kick, the Eagles finally got it back. Pass back to defense, Turner Van Duzer. Gabe did quick through the quick
And a
pass.
good through the legs there. We'll see if this Eagles offense is able to make something of that.
Broncos defense, quick pass the ball to the midfield.
And this Broncos offense is going to be able to push down the field. They're going to look for the cross here.
It looks like they have a player in the box, but can they do anything? They're just outside.
Yeah, and that was one of the few times they've been able to get a good cross off. Just the right wing didn't really have that much leg power on that cross and was able to get there in time.
Let's see. Broncos will be able to recover the ball in the midfield area after that kick.
Yeah, and what you saw there, the defensive player is going to be taking it out. That just shows how much. And we're going to go to replay here with that missed goal.
You can tell that Davis was really ready for that. Davis was ready for that. That's the thing with goalies. They have to be on their feet the whole time.
And a D ball here from Damian Theo.
Let's see if our offense can make something of it. Able to recover the ball, give it to Gabe Lenz. Number 10,
And
Cade
the Eagles here have some
McKinnon.
breathing room and some contact there.
Ooh,
No,
Gabe with a slide to make the ball go out of bounds.
and it's going to give the Broncos a throw in. They're probably just going to let their goalie take care of it right now.
Actually, I opened some.
And there's going to be some substitutes for the Broncos coming in. Number 14, number 21, Cade Maloney, and sorry, that's the Eagles defense.
I'm shaking. Dude, did you ask for hoodies? Oh, we're supposed to do that. Who is that? Can you have...
It looks like the Broncos are really taking their time on this and letting Liberty North set.
Yeah, they're waiting to get those bench players set and ready.
Get Higgins to bring up hoodies for camera too.
We could expect to see some deep balls from the Broncos. And an interception from the Eagles, and that's going to be a good cross.
Oh, let's see if they... And
Cambruco is going to be able to gain possession of this ball. We'll see what he wants to do.
it looks like the Eagles have more shot on goals tonight than the Broncos, but it looks like the Broncos offense have had the ball more. Our offense, Liberty North offense, has just taken their chances when they see them.
That's one thing the Broncos have been foot on the neck. They've been ready to go ever since the throw-ins. As you can see, the Eagles have been taking more of their time, letting the plays develop. They've been a lot better passing-wise. The Broncos have had a lot of turnovers come from interceptions. And that's one thing that you cannot score a goal with that many turnovers, as we've seen from the Broncos tonight. So we're going to see if they can get anything going here with those.
Broncos are going to do a throw in right down the line. And it looks like there was a little bit of contact.
And once again, the Broncos, another interception from the passing, and they're just going to clear it out and give them some breathing room.
Eagles going to take this throw in, taking their time, let everyone set. Broncos able to recover the ball, passing it towards midfield.
We'll see if the Broncos can know the cross in. They're going to try to go for it, but it wasn't really playing out that much. And they're going to bring Davis out. Davis is going to come out, which is a little bit questionable, seeing as 3 other Broncos defenders were closing in on the goal. So really dangerous play there by Davis Falk. And Lee Summit North is going to be able to fight for this ball back. They're going to gain possession, and they really have some room.
Looks like our Eagles are really giving them some room on the ball, but then we are able to win it back. Gabe Lentz is going to run down the field, pass it down. Hopefully Cade McKinnon can get something with that ball, hopefully win it. See if they save it. Nope. It's going to be a corner kick for Liberty North.
And these Broncos have really taken no chance if they're defending. They've gotten better clears based on the Eagles.
And it looks like the Broncos have really favored on kicking out the ball when they feel a lot of pressure, when our Eagles are really pressuring them.
And that's just smart defense. You know, you give yourself a little bit of breathing room and wait for a new kick to develop. And besides, when you kick it out like that, then that means you have a chance to get all of those defenders on your team back into the box by the goal and help out a little bit. So it's really just smart plays from the Broncos.
Damian Theoris is taking the corner kick.
And we're going to see a sub from Lee Summit here. Number 9 is going to be coming in for number 14.
Corner kick is out. Looks like there's a little fight in the middle. Fight for the ball. Long kick and right outside the goal. They had a nice shot. They had a nice chance, but it looked like the angle was just a little bit off.
Yeah, and there's always a bunch of chaos whenever it comes to corner kicks because you don't know who's going up for headers. You don't know who's kind of sitting down waiting to see if they can get a kick in. It's always a big cluster. And the Eagles, once again, are going to be able to retain possession.
Jesse Duncan was able to get that ball right from the Broncos. Turner Van Duzer sends it up front to Jesse Duncan again.
And a good play from number 4. Number 4 is going to look for the cross.
And right to the side of the goal.
And that was a great play. You can clearly see the Lee Summit defender just got tripped up a little bit as he was trying to go for the little standing tackle.
It looks like number 14 and 22 is coming in for the Broncos now. 14 is back in the game. Okay, we're going to have a quick replay of that last kick. That close crossover.
Yeah, and as you can see here, that play was just wide open because of the Lee Summit defender that just got tripped up. So that's really dangerous to have on that defense. You really have to keep focused here. And the midfielders are going to be able to go deep. They're using that speed. And once again, another interception by the Eagles.
Turner and Gabe pass it back and forth, trying to find the players to bring it to, but Broncos were able to recover it. Broncos run it up towards the middle, try to find those openings.
Once again, this Eagles defense has just been very good tonight, and that's because they have 6 players playing defense. The Eagles are taking absolutely no chances when the Broncos attack.
They pass it back to Davis Folk, see if he can get out.
And the Eagles, as you can see, their game plan's kind of changed. They've seen how fast the Broncos can be off the ball. And some contact there, and Eagles defense is going to get right up that. Anyway, the Eagles defense has absolutely been very good tonight. As you can see, there's 6 on the defensive side of the ball.
Gabe Lentz is running up down the side with that ball. See if he can pass it over to Jesse. See if Jesse can make another shot like before, and Broncos blocked it.
Yup, and that's just miscommunication, a misread. Also a dangerous pass. You got to watch for the offsides here, but as you can see, number 4 just clearly was getting too ahead, looking for the cross, but no one was there, so he's just going to be able to take it out and see if he can get a throw in.
Corner is going to be taken by Damian Theodorus again. Looks like there's a sub. Number 11. I mean, not 11. Sorry. For Liberty North. So close.
And what was a good corner by Damian Theo turned into a bad kick from Jesse Duncan. Kind of going for a little bicycle kick there. To no avail. And this Broncos midfield is showing off their speed today. And once again, the Eagles are going to go on the offensive.
Jesse passes back to midfield. Damian passes it to Gabe Lentz. And Turner Van Duzer is actually coming up to offense. Now that's a dangerous play, coming up from defense to offense.
And a good pass from Turner.
But went straight to the goalie, Gabe.
Jackson Leith just not there, not ready for it. And that can cost the team a goal there, just based on how good the positioning was. Jackson Leith just not being able to be there at that time. And the Broncos offense can be able to attack and kind of push it down the Eagles right now.
Broncos are pushing up.
And a far kick and almost going out of the stadium. Just really what was a bad kick. And coming in for the Broncos, number 7, number 2.
Oh my god, sorry, the headset broke. The headset broke.
And Lee Summit North defense is going to get a clear there.
Throw in by the Eagles. Taking their time, let everyone get set.
And the Eagles are going to have another throw in here. A dangerous throw in with 3 defenders all around. They're going to be able to clear it out.
Oh, yeah.
And the Broncos
Broncos.
midfield's going to be able to take advantage of that.
Looks like they pass it back to goalie Gabe Kimby.
And Cambruco's going to go for a deep kick here just to clear it out a little bit. And the Broncos midfield's going to take advantage of that, and they're going to get to work already, beating some Eagles.
Nicky kicking a nice kick right back to David Folk.
Yeah, and those deep kicks have really been costing the Broncos a good chunk of offense.
Well, the problem is they're kicking so far, but nobody's up there because offsides. They don't want to cost that call of offsides from the ref. Gabe Lentz is taken up towards the middle. Nice shot and cleared by the Broncos.
Yeah, and a pass there. He really expected somebody to be there, but once again, that miscommunication's really gotten the better of the Eagles tonight. And almost a good tackle there from Damian Theo.
Turner takes back the ball, heads right towards defense, who takes it right down. And looks like there was a little misstep from the Broncos, then the Eagles are able to recover. Let's see if Gabe can make another one of those amazing runs that he's been making all night. Passes to Jesse Duncan. Looks for Gabe. Have a little pass back and forth. Turner's coming up from defense again. And it looks like he made a little misstep as well. That might actually cost them.
Once again, the Broncos are going to be able to get right near the goal, but clearly no one around.
And there we go. We got number 2 rushing up for the Broncos, but a slide. And Liberty North kicks it out.
There's some good tackling there by North.
Nice header out from Jesse Duncan.
And the Liberty North defense, Damian Theo, is going to be able to intercept this ball, and he's just going to clear it out here and give the Eagles some breathing room.
It's going to go straight to the goalie for Lee Summit North, Broncos.
And we're going to see if the Broncos go with another deep ball with only a minute left, almost a minute left in the half. They're really going to see if they can get something going here for the offense. And there it is. Once again, the Eagles are going to be able to take it. And another dangerous play by Davis Falk.
He really just slid in there and grabbed it right out.
And that's usually a dangerous play for the goalie, because if they're able to get that ball around and no one's by the goal.
Nice kick from Davis Folk. See if the Eagles can get something out of it, but the Broncos were able to get back. Gabe got the ball back, but sadly was kicked away. It's going to be a quick throw-in from the Broncos. Or they're actually going to take their time. Jesse Duncan's trying to pressure the Broncos right now.
The Navy jersey. Oh! Have you been looking at
Kimbracco with another deep ball, and the Eagles once again are going to be able to beat this Broncos midfield. Broncos are going to be able to get it back, though. And once again, right back to the Eagles midfield.
Oh, there looks like to be a little
And
contact.
a lot of contact right there.
Gabe Lentz was able to get right up and get the ball back.
And an interception from the Broncos midfield. They're going to be able to, and they try to push it down. That long pass is going to finally work out for them.
9, 8, 7.
Looks like they're trying to get one of those quick plays before the time ends.
3, 2, 1.
And that is half right there. Score 0-0 Eagles versus the Broncos tonight. We're going to try to get some replay up. No replay, actually. So right now the Broncos is really pressing on the offense, but it looks like they're not taking those chances. But another thing to note is that the Broncos only have 2.
Lauren Jocelyn, Kylie Niemeyer, Olivia Parks, Grace Rain, Bintu Shriver, Melanie Wickland.
Taking the field is JV Golden Girls.
And they're going to have a good performance for y'all to watch at halftime.
That was an amazing performance by the JV Golden Girls. We're going to throw it on over to an interview that I was able to get before the game with Coach Smith, and what he talks about are really interesting points about the team and about Lee Summit North. So let's throw it on to that. What's the main thing you guys are focusing on for the game tonight?
I think just continue to improve. We played pretty good at the beginning of the season. We played some tough teams here as of late and had some close games that we've kind of come in short on. And I think we just want to keep getting better. And I think we want to try to limit our turnovers in our own defensive half. We'd like to score a few more goals. We'd try to like to possess the ball a little bit more. But really just try to keep getting better from game to game.
Perfect. And then what is it like having a very senior-heavy team and losing a bunch of seniors last year? How has that changed?
Yeah, well, one thing, I mean, in the past few years, we've had a lot of kids come out. We try not to cut kids. We haven't had to cut kids yet. And so we've ended up with pretty big senior classes. So in the last 3 years, we've had maybe 18, 19, and now 14 kids in our senior classes. So they've been pretty big. But it's nice. I mean, it never bothers me. And it's always kind of nice to have a group of guys who have kind of started their careers and then finished their careers out as soccer players for Liberty North. And you just want them to enjoy it and feel like it's a special season for them. And kind of find a way to come together and keep getting better throughout the season. But it's been good, and we've got a great group of guys.
Okay. And then with the team like Lee Summit North, who is kind of senior heavy but spread out, but they also have good defense, but they also don't have forwards, it looks like. How are you changing your plays on that?
Well, I don't think we'll change too much of what we do. I mean, I honestly haven't played Lee Summit North before. I think we've It's been 5 or 6 years since we played them, maybe in a tournament or two. So we haven't seen them in a while, and we've moved up in conference. And now really every school that we play in the Gold Conference is really good and from a soccer perspective. So we just kind of focus on what we can do. And once the game starts, see if there's anything we need to change to give ourselves a better chance to be successful. But otherwise, just kind of keep doing what we do and try to keep getting better.
Perfect. And then lastly, what is going on with those injured players right now, like Henry? Is he getting any better?
Yeah, we're hoping so. We've got our first week or two, everybody was healthy and feeling good, and it was going great. And then then we had some injuries to Henry, and then Cade Maloney kind of got injured, and then Jackson Lee's kind of had a bad back, and so we've had 4 or 5 guys who are key players who have just kind of been out, and then they'll try to come back a little bit, and it'll kind of still be bothering a little bit. So we're just hoping, to be honest, to give everybody enough rest and not worry a ton about our record, but at the same time try to get everybody healthy for our postseason and to be playing the best that we can at the end of the season and be as healthy as we can. But having those guys back could definitely help, because they're good guys to have on our team, good leaders and good players.
Okay, yeah. That's basically all I needed to know. I can't wait to see how you guys play tonight, and I really wish you guys luck.
Okay, thanks a lot, Haley. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
And the Broncos are really feeling that loss there from their star forward. Anyway, we're going to send it to some of the highlights from the first half that we've seen. Starting out with a close cross from Gabe Lentz. And a near goal and an excellent save from George Camrico. He's really been on point today with 4 saves.
That outside kick was kicked by Jesse Duncan.
Once again, another save by Cambrino. And this was really the closest North's been to a goal, just a close one going right over the field goal. And this was a penalty kick, a very big missed opportunity from Lee Summit North, but excellent goalkeeping from Davis Folk. He's going to sit at 2 saves as of right now.
Davis Folk is a senior. He really knows what to do. He's been on varsity for about 2 or 3 years, so he's really showing
and this right
his
here,
knowledge.
Almost close cross. Wasn't really able to see the number 10 coming down to help.
And that last kick was so close, just right off the foot.
And it's been a really tight game, more of a defensive game we've seen. But for now, we're going to send it right to a break.
At Zaxby's, our salads are anything but boring. Because we make them to order just the way you love them. And we know that bigger is absolutely better. So expect the unexpected and come enjoy salads the way flavor intended. Try one of our signature salads today. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
Hawthorne Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago, when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorne was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorne Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorne Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorne Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Gary Crossley Ford, Kansas City's only Shelby American authorized dealer.
At Zaxby's, chicken and delicious go hand in hand. As in hand-breaded, hand-seasoned, and handmade to order. There's only one place you can get chicken like that. Zaxby's.
And we are back. Liberty North, Lee Summit North Broncos, 0-0 right now. Now, just to make sure, my name is Haley Wineland, and with me is Rance Watts. We are announcing the quick Liberty North game.
Yeah, and it's been a really tight, contested game. Defense has really been the strong point of both of these teams, especially with these goalies. We're going to see how they're able to adapt from switching sides, because that can always be a big factor of what these goalies are used to. And North is going to be able to start with the ball. We're going to see if any of these offenses can get something rolling. The main team that's been able to get some offense today has been the Eagles, with some close crosses, some miscommunications too from the strikers and wingers. Just haven't really been available in positioning with the cross. Okay, it still says first for the time.
And Jesse Duncan's taking this ball.
And now there's no time.
Broncos quick to recover.
And the Broncos going to start out strong on offense, already attacking. And a long pass there is going to result in Davis Folk being able to grab the ball and clearing it out.
Kicks it far to the offense on the Eagles.
It's going to go right to the Broncos.
Broncos have 2 men pressuring him, and he was able to kick it back to defense.
And the Broncos defenders are just going to feel this one out, let the play develop.
Looks like the Broncos defense has really been on the ball tonight, really trying to feel out that play and getting the play rolling.
Another costly turnover, as you've seen there. The Broncos passing has really not been strong tonight. And a good pass from the Broncos. They're going to be able to get across here.
And the Broncos have lined up a shot, but they're not taking that chance again.
Once again, the Eagles defense is really showing out with their standing tackle. Broncos going to gain possession again. We're going to see how good their attack goes this time. He's going to be able to get past there, and he's going to have a goal set up and blocked by Damian Theo. He's going to be able to clear it out.
But it looks like the Broncos gained it again, but went right over the goal.
Some strong offense there from the Broncos. They really excelled in beating the one-on-one personally. Whenever they get cornered, that's kind of when they start making those bad pass decisions and turning the ball over.
Looks like there is a substitute. Jackson Leith is coming in, while number 20, Eric Luisic, is coming out. Now, when we talked to Coach Smith, Jackson Leith was injured, as he said in that interview. So that is a pretty good point to make, that injuries might be pretty bad on this team.
And Eric Luisic, one of the only sophomores on the team, has really been a part of that strong lower class that's been mentioned about North several times. And that's going to be a free kick from the Broncos on the far side.
A throw-in. Broncos fight for the ball against North and pass it back to defense. Defense feeling out the play, trying to see what's going on.
And they're going to be able to start here. And some good standing tackling here. That's going to get called for foul. That's going to be a Broncos free kick.
That was a quick Broncos free kick. They really try and get Eagles to stay on their toes about this. And it looks like another foul was just called.
Yeah, some obvious tripping there. He kind of went for the ball a little bit, but ended up getting the cleats. I believe the ref's issuing a warning to him right now, so if he does mess up again, that may result in a yellow card. And a free kick here from the Broncos, a really crucial one here. If they can get a good header in, that may be a score.
Liberty North is getting ready for that with like a 2-man wall, 3-man wall. Liberty North was able to get a header back out.
Yeah, just a bad free
and a
kick
long kick to Jackson Leith. See if he can get that. And Gabe Camprinko got it back to midfield.
And George Camprinko has really been a solid part of this Broncos defense tonight. And the Eagles defense here is going to be able to play it out, let it develop.
The Broncos are getting something with the ball. They're really being really attacking on the offense right now.
The Eagles defense kind of looks sloppy right there, just handing the ball over to the Broncos this close to the goal.
A nice fake from the Broncos. And right off the crossbar.
And that was kind of a close call by Davis Folk, but he's going to get the save there.
It looks like Davis Folk is getting a little mad at his teammates for just letting that happen.
And that's understandable. That goalie almost barely went in. That was a game-saving goal right there.
Here's a quick little replay of that. Number 2 just shot it out and hit right the... Looks like Davis Folk had his hand on it, but it hit the crossbar luckily.
That was a big missed opportunity for the Broncos. Can't really do much about it, but still, it's going to leave a big impact. And the Broncos are still going to be giving a good attack here, and that's going to be a clear to the midfielders. But the Eagles, however, get a man down, and that's going to go right out of bounds for a throw-in.
A quick little throw-in that we've seen from the Broncos all night. Back to goalie George Cambrico. It looks like Jackson Leith is trying to add more pressure.
And that's one thing new we're going to see from the game plan now. They're just making the goalie kind of feel a little bit awkward, see if they can make something out of that. And the Eagles midfielders are really showing out right now. They were gaining possession in the ball. They're going to give it to the defenders here to figure out a play. That was a dangerous pass, though, as you can clearly see the Broncos attackers almost intercepting that.
That was a nice fake from Carson Schmidt, who's another sophomore, pretty heavy underclass.
And a long pass there, and that's going to go right to Davis Falk, the goal, and he's just going to kick it up and clear it.
Another very dangerous play by Davis Falk. He's really taking those chances tonight on coming out.
And they may not cost him now, but if he gets into that habit, it's really going to cost his team down the line.
Jesse Duncan was able to recover the ball, pass back to Cooper Potter. Broncos able to recover it and save it from going out of bounds.
The Broncos going to go on the offensive once again.
Long kick right outside.
A deep kick there. Not really sure what he was trying to do on that play. Clearly not in range of any of his teammates. It was a bad time to cross. Really questionable goal with the long pass. And that's really what's cost this Lee Summit offense a lot of missed opportunities.
Another sub by Liberty North. Preston Rhodes, number 6, is coming out, and coming in is Carson Kropp. Both of them are seniors. So we'll see what this sub-in is going to do. And another one is coming in for number 5. Cooper is coming out, and number 20, Eric Luis, is coming back in. And Eric is one of those sophomores like we talked about earlier. Let's see, he is a forward, so let's see if he can get that ball rolling up front. Nice header from the Broncos.
They're going to feel this play out as it develops. Long pass intercepted by the Eagles once again.
Jesse Duncan's gained pressure by 2 Broncos, and it looks like they were able to gain back that ball.
And some good ground tackling from number 4, Jesse Duncan. He's really been showing out tonight with the defense. At least someone's going to get the ball here in a dangerous situation for the Eagles. And a great pass from the inside. Just not there. Just outside. That was a great setup. Just couldn't quite get it. I think he connected with someone else's foot there possibly, because there was little to no power on that shot.
Davis was really ready and on his feet to get that ball and sends it out towards midfield. It was
Broncos gonna get
recovered.
possession.
It looks like the Eagles are really weak in the midfield trying to gain back that ball. And Gabe Lentz goes down to the ground. Jesse Duncan taking up that ball right towards defense. Defense trying to get that play, but getting a lot of pressure.
That's the thing with the Eagles tonight, is that they're drawing in these Lee Summit North Broncos. As you can see there, they're getting double teamed and even triple teamed at times just to lure them in and try to get a long pass to get something going here.
It looks like defense tried to send up a ball, but nobody was in the middle getting ready for that. And another goal kick.
And the Broncos just trying to get any shot they can take right now.
As you can see, Davis Folk is feeling the pressure. Number 15, Carson Schmidt, a sophomore, is taking the kick.
And the Eagles are really feeling that Broncos offense, and so that's why they're going to move Carson Schmidt back down on the defensive side. To make
Looks
sure
like a great
Broncos can
kick.
score.
And wow, Jackson Leaf was really applying that pressure, and looks like if they could get a goal, and the Broncos kicked it right out. And they kicked it right over the goal last minute.
And an excellent save by the Eagles. And that's exactly George Companero has been making that move that Davis Folk's been making all night. Clearly just not thinking and seeing around him. That's kind of where that dangerous situation is as a goalie. If you're coming outside, you're going to leave that unprotected. But luckily, great play by the Lee Summit defenders to be able to see that.
They were really out there trying to get that. And the Eagles came so close with that chance. They were really taking that chance, just getting that over, but the kick was just too high. Broncos gain back the ball. Running up towards midfield. Forwards are gaining that ball, get that long run in down the line. See if the defense can keep them out of the box this time.
We're going to look for the cross, and
Liberty North was able to kick it out. Let's see if they can keep that out.
I don't know what happened there. Maybe that Broncos player got tripped up a little bit, but he just gave the ball up completely.
Jackson Leaf is getting that ball now, kicking it up.
Really big missed opportunity there for the Broncos.
Long kick. See if number 10, Kay McKinnon's trying to gain back. Waiting for those forwards to come up. Jackson Leaf is taking the ball up towards center, and Broncos kicked it away. And there's a little collision. But the Eagles were able to control that ball back to the ground and get it, but the Broncos took it out right up from the
And here
feet.
come the Broncos again with this dangerous offense. No Eagles defenders really around them. A good clearing set up right here.
Broncos get a chance, but let's see if they'll take it. Nice fake, and the Eagles were able to block it. Broncos kick it out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles.
And just a bad decision there. Clearly a little too much power on the pass. He was trying to pass to his other wing down there. Just too much power on that. It's going to result in an Eagles throw-in.
It looks like there was a sub. Jackson Leith is coming out, and number 5, Cooper Potterf, is coming in. Like I said before, Jackson's just on the injury list, so this may be his injury. That's why coach may have taken him out, because he was really strong on the offense. Number 5, Carson Cooper Potterf is taking the throw in. Damon kicks it over. Dangerous play because it went right towards the Broncos.
Yeah, in that situation, he's just trying to clear the ball out, give the defense a little bit of breathing room.
Broncos gain the ball on the defense, feeling out the play, trying to figure out what to do. Head out towards midfield. Straight up to the wingers, but able to clear it.
Damian Theo with a good interception there for the Eagles.
It looks like Eric Louis is trying to get the ball, but was saved.
Some tripping there.
Uh-oh.
Some shoving there.
Looks like Damian Theo is getting a little heated with the Broncos.
I don't expect to be the last of the shoving either. In this tight of a game, it's really going to bring out the competitive side in the players tonight. A deep pass going to go to the Broncos. They're going to be able to take advantage of the missed hit by number
1. Broncos kicked it out. Number 5 throws it in. Cooper Potterf. Broncos keep kicking it out. It looks like that's their main defense right now.
And a smart play there by Kay McKinnon. As you can see, the header clearly aimed towards at least some North Broncos player just to get some breathing room a little bit and let a play develop.
Ooh, communication was not right there because Cooper Potterf is trying to kick to number 4, Jesse Duncan, but it looked like it was a little bit off and Jesse didn't know where to go.
Just a bad pass there by number 22, hitting a Bronco.
And Damian Theo has the ball. trying to figure out what to do, and sends a long kick straight to number 12, Carson Kropp.
That was a just miss pass. He really had that.
Main thing Eagles need to focus on is when it's high pass, long pass, they really need to control the ball when it's going back down to the field.
And a questionable kick there. As you can see, he had a right winger wide open down the right side. So really, the Broncos offense just really needs to kind of feel around a little bit and look around before they start making these long kicks, as they've been doing this entire half. We're going to get a replay of that missed kick. As you can see to the right there, no one around number 10. So that was a big missed opportunity for the Broncos.
We're coming back to Damian Theo making a long run up to offense. A long crossover to Jesse Duncan, who passes back to number 12, Carson Kropp.
And some contact there, almost knocking number 12 over. And the Broncos are going to start going up again. Another dangerous play from Davis Falk.
Broncos play right down the line, but we're able to kick it out. We got some subbing in. For Liberty North, we got Preston Rhodes coming in. And for Lee Summit North, we have number 16, 3, 14, and 8.
And Lee Summit North's going to be able to get this throw in here. They're going to see if they can keep continuing this dangerous offense. They really just have to play smarter.
Dangerous towards the middle. Nobody was really there, but was able to stop it. And another save from Davis Falk.
Davis Falk now has 5 saves.
And we're going to get a quick replay of that save by Davis Falk.
Just a close play there, right off the white bar. And Davis Falk's going to send the Eagles down the field.
Sets it right towards midfield. A little bit of contact, trying to gain that ball each side.
And the Broncos, once again, are going to be near that goal.
It looks like their offense has really kicked it up a notch since first half.
Yeah, and the more that their offense is able to get in there in that area, the more likely a goal is going to become possible.
Broncos getting dangerously close to the goal, but kicked it out. Liberty North.
They get it clear by the Eagles.
Gonna get a quick throw in from the Broncos. Scanning for people that are open. Oh, it looks like there was a nice shot that was taken, but luckily the Eagles were able to recover it.
Just a good header by the Broncos attack there, almost again resulting in a goal. Surprised I didn't see a kick there for a chance.
Eagles going to take a quick throw in. Looks like there was a little misstep and now a little fight over the ball.
The Broncos just going to clear this one out, but that's not going to slow the Eagles down.
Turner quickly throws in, and the Broncos
clear.
Take it out again.
They are not going to let this Eagles offense near the goal at all times, especially waiting for their defenders to get back. So just a smart play there by the defender. And a
Looks
close
like
slide tackle there.
Eagles defense is trying to gain back that ball, but Broncos offense is making quick runs up front.
That's really going to cost this Eagles team. They're going to look for a cross here. And a close one there by number 3. And just a bad kick overall. Number 3 had an excellent opportunity there, but just didn't take it. I think it was out of his reach by a little bit. And as this Lee Summit North offense continues to just get around the goal, they're going to start filling these opportunities out, and sooner or later, a goal is going to be scored. And once again, the extra defender, Carson Schmidt's going to be kicked that one out.
The Broncos midfield try and feel out that play, get on what's going on. Offense grabs the ball and takes it up front. There's a lot of pressure from the Eagles. Looks like a four-way collision. A little misstep by the Eagles, and
a hit there. That's going to let the defenders be down.
Number 22, Damian Theo, is down. Looks like he is grabbing his chest.
Yeah, and as powerful as those kicks are, that's going to be an injury timeout. We're going to see what's wrong with Damian Theo.
Injuries are pretty heavy on Liberty North, as Coach Smith talked about in the interview I got with him today.
And he is clearly in pain, just getting hit by that ball. I think at full force, too, as the Lee Summit midfielder is trying to clear it out.
Oh, yeah, being hit.
We just said he was down. Got it. I think that hit the nuts there. That's pretty funny.
Eagles are standing around trying to figure out what's going on. Looks like Davis is trying to talk to number 5, Cooper Potter, on what to do when a Broncos are really approaching it. We have Damian Theo coming off the field with a trainer.
Coming in for Damian Theo is going to be number 20, Eric Luzik. Also coming on the field is number 24, Julian Garcia Jones. And that's going to be a loss by Theo, one of the key defenders for this team tonight. So they're going to hope to get him back out on the field as soon as possible. Was that enough injury talk for that?
Davis Folk is going to take the kick out to the midfield. It looks like they tried to get control of that ball, but the Broncos swept it up right underneath the feet.
Once again, Davis is going to cost this team on the ball and plenty of turnovers, because this Lee Summit midfield has just been ramped up over this half. The Eagles have barely entered the Lee Summit goal area this whole half.
Looks like a foul was called. Liberty North is going to get the ball. Number 15, Carson Schmidt, is going to take the ball. He has been taking most of the balls tonight.
And a great header from Lee Summit North defense. And this offense is already ready to go.
Nice fake out from the Broncos.
And a bad pass from the midfielder, but they're going to be able to recover it. And they're just going to go take it down the field once again.
It looks like the Eagles' offense was giving the Eagles' defense was giving them a lot of room just to play around.
Yeah, that's really dangerous as we've seen this, because this Lee Summit offense has been able to get in there very fast, and that's one thing the Eagles don't want to take advantage of.
Quick throw in for Lee Summit North. Looks like it goes back out. It's going to be a goal kick.
That's really a questionable pass there. As you can see there, he had a really close guy right here ready to have the ball. He just decided to throw it near the goal, try to get a score as soon as possible, but it's really going to cost his team a lot.
Liberty North sends it back to defense. Carson feeling out that play.
And once again, the Eagles have really ramped up their defense, bringing in Carson Schmidt as a 5th defender.
Kicked out from Liberty North, going back to the Broncos, which is really dangerous right there, doing a kick out, because Broncos have enough room to, as you can tell. What I was just talking about. You know, if they do it right there, they could really have some time to play and get it right towards that goal. But luckily, Davis Folk was right there to save it right in the air.
That's going to be his 6th save of the night. They've really been working him a little bit, as you can see here.
Right to him, and he was ready for it. He was right in the position to get it.
And Lee Summit North is definitely going to be hitting one of these shots sooner or later, so this Eagles defense is really going to have to step up. And the Eagles are finally going to go on the offensive for this half, but
the Broncos take it back. Nice turnover.
The Eagles passing this half has really not been good. It's quite the opposite, really. As you can tell, the Broncos had a really bad first half when it comes to passing. They're going to be able to take it down here. And that's going to be a throw-in for the Broncos off an Eagles defender.
Damian Theo is coming back in. And we also have number 17 and 4 coming in for the Broncos. Julian Garcia-Jones is coming out.
And they're throwing in number 4 because they've really been stepping on the gas for this offense, and he's really going to help them a lot.
Broncos make a long kick, but it was blocked.
By one of their players again.
Yeah, by the back of one of their players. And long kick made by Eric Luiz.
Really just some missed opportunities. They're really going for the shots instead of kind of passing it around and playing it out. They're just looking for a score here.
Nice header from the Broncos.
That's going to be a Broncos throw-in.
Right off of Liberty North Eagles' head. Here's a quick replay of that nice save.
Yeah, but if we have a goal, then we're just going to give it to him. Well, why would we have one for both teams? Never get one for both teams, but...
Nice kick in. Liberty North loses it to the Broncos.
And once again, this Broncos offense is going to step on the gas here. Liberty North's going to be able to get an interception on that and get some possession. And once again, the Broncos are going to have a close call here.
It looks like communication's not doing very well on both teams, because it looks like 2 men were going after on the Broncos team, going for the ball, and nobody could tell who got what.
The Broncos with some excellent passing inside, and that's going to result in a clear from the Eagles.
Right outside. Broncos throw in.
And the Eagles have really been struggling on defense this past half. Despite having 5 guys in the box being able to defend, this Broncos offense has really been stepping it up this second half.
Exactly. And it looks like Liberty North has finally got the ball back. See if Turner Van Duzer can get it, and it goes right out.
And that's going to get thrown for the Eagles.
Does a nice throw in. Looks like the Eagles are trying to feel around and shoots it right down the line. Gabe Lentz, see if he can get there right in time, and goes straight towards the goalie, George Cambrico.
A smart play by Cambrico, really just trying to clear it out because his defenders aren't really nearby.
It looks like the Broncos defense is really lacking speed, but the offense really makes up for it.
And you can really tell that by how these teams are planned out now. As you can see, Lee Summit North has only 3 defenders despite and Liberty North coming in with 5. That really just goes to show who's excelling on offense and who's not.
Eagles making a quick throw in right near the goal. Really spreading out. Looks like a Broncos player lost one of their quick throw in from Liberty North.
A block there from the Lee Summit North defender. And that's going to result in a corner from the Eagles.
Damien's going to take this corner.
This has been one of the few offensive opportunities for the Eagles. Let's see how they play this.
Right towards the middle. See if they can get a kickoff. Oh, nice save from George Cambrico again. He is really making those saves tonight. And the Eagles offense has really kicked it up on those corner kicks, as you can tell. A little misstep from the Eagle defense. Broncos were able to recover it.
And once again, this Broncos offense is going to fill it out.
Tried to go for a wide shot. Fake it.
Some good dribbling by the Broncos offense.
But quick slide tackle from Preston Rhodes, number 6.
That's going to result in a corner kick. A little bit of tripping there, but that's going to go out of bounds. And
Looks
once
like
again, the Broncos are going to have an opportunity to score here. Once again, bring out another offensive player to help. And we're going to go to a replay on that.
Defense.
Some good defense from the Eagles there to get that clear. The Broncos are going to get an opportunity here.
Here goes that corner kick. Went right towards the player. Looks like a foul was called. Ball goes to Eagles. Number 15, Carson Schmidt's taking this. Goes right to number 4, Jesse Duncan.
The Broncos are going to clear that.
Looks like number 12, Carson Kropp, is coming in. And number 20, Eric Luix, is coming out. Broncos kicked it over. But it looks like the Eagles were able to control and get back on the ground. Long kick up front. But Broncos were able to get there faster.
And here goes Broncos offense once again. That speed has just been killing the North defenders tonight.
It looks like both teams are scrambling these last 10 minutes or so to get a
good
goal
block
up there.
From the Lee Summit attacker. As you can see, that the Liberty North Eagles have brought in over 6 defenders to help with that one attack.
It looks like Coach Smith has really seen how fast that offense is from the Broncos and really is making it heavy towards defense, but has strong offense to see if we can get a run. We get there.
And you haven't really been seeing that same type of defensive play from the Broncos tonight, mainly because they really haven't had to. As you can see, there's over 6 defenders on the way down to the Broncos. They're going to look for a cross here.
Very close, but saved by Davis Folk. He's been really on his feet tonight, getting those saves.
He now has 7 saves for the night.
Okay, quick replay of that. You can tell if someone was just in that box, they could have got it in, but Davis Folk was right there to stop it.
And that's really been the fault of Lee Summit North's crossing today. They haven't really been on point with that. That's what we have so far, but if someone scores a goal, we're just going to leave it.
And here goes the Broncos offense again, but able to clear it, Carson Schmidt.
And he's not going to clear it, and that could have been dangerous.
That would have been really dangerous. Luckily, I'm sorry.
Once again, the Broncos are going to get possession of this ball. Their midfield has really excelled tonight.
Looks like foul called on the Eagles. Damien, and they took that
right
away.
And a tough miss there from the Broncos. Just another missed opportunity. Not ready for the pass at all. That's clearly their speed getting ahead of them right there.
I already messed up. Carson Schmidt taking this ball again. Looks like we have a sub in for number 5. Cooper Parf is coming off, and number 24, Julian Garcia Jones is coming on.
And like we just saw there, this Lee Summit North offense has just been too fast for its own good.
Nice header from the Broncos. Julian's going after, fighting for the ball on defense. Broncos look for a shot.
And
a goal was made by the Broncos.
Number 15.
Made a nice kick. We're going to do a quick replay. Never mind. We'll probably get that up later for all you guys to see that.
For the Lee Summit North Broncos, number 15, Liam Frank.
And it was bound to happen sooner or later. This offense has been too explosive for the Eagles to handle tonight. Hey, can you?
I've already posted. You
It looks like number 15, Liam Frank, was able to make that goal right in the corner. Here's that quick replay.
From an earlier goal.
Maybe not. Sorry about those technical difficulties.
Hey, his name is Liam Frank. Start reading that.
And it looks like a foul is called.
The Broncos are going to go ahead and start rolling. And a good save from the Eagles.
Nice defense move from 15, Carson Schmidt. Moves it up right towards goalie George Cambrico.
Contact there, and that's definitely going to be called. Number 15, Carson Schmidt with a little shove there, and that's going to give the Broncos a free kick.
Looks like Jackson Leith is back in the game. Let's see if this last 5 minutes and 30 seconds the Eagles be able to pull off and make it a tie.
And we'll see how the Broncos play this. They really just have to sit back and relax. They don't really have to step on the gas with only 5 minutes left.
It looks like it was called out of bounds.
That's going to be the Eagles throw-in.
Hey, it can't see you. It's zoomed in on the field.
Now the Broncos just have to rely on their midfielders as they have been all game to kind of prevent something. And the Broncos are going to get it back already.
Tried to make another shot, but Davis Folk got a quick save.
Davis let that happen, clearly.
Broncos
North
getting
offense
heavy.
try to get something started here as the Eagles are going to retain possession on defense.
Long kick, but straight to the Broncos. Looks like the Broncos are pretty heavy on the headers.
I feel like I would get it stuck on my head and end up smashing it.
Here goes Preston. Preston Rhodes canning it to Jackson Leith, trying to shoot it up the middle, make a nice run, getting those offensive players. Let's see if Gabe Lenz can do a nice play, but looks like he misstepped and Broncos were able to get the ball back, but Turner Van Duzer caught that and controlled it down to the field.
The Broncos just been moving around their midfielders now. The midfielders now playing on defense a little bit. Now they're the ones with 6 people on defense.
Oh, it looks like almost a handball, but close.
And they're going to clear that out to the Eagles.
Carson Schmidt fighting the Broncos for the ball a little bit.
And a good ground tackle from the defenders there.
Looks like the Eagles are able to gain back that ball, but a little misstep. Able to recover it still. Jackson Leith able to get that ball back.
The Eagles right now are looking just for any open space the Broncos are going to give them.
Oop, looks like a little trip. Ref calls it.
That's going to be a Broncos free kick, I believe.
Liberty North. Oh! A yellow card was made for the Broncos. Looks like he was kicking the ball out of the way for Liberty North. Number 21 is subbing in for that player that just got the yellow card. If you can see, when he did that, he did kick the ball out away for Liberty North and tried to play around with them a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think that was intentional. I don't think the ref's supposed to be the one that grabs the ball, but it's all right. As Carson Schmidt's going to line up here for the free kick.
There's a two-man wall from the Broncos. And then behind them is a huge defense.
We'll see how the Eagles play this year. And they're going to go
Kick
for the
is
kick.
made. It looks like a quick little scrimmage, and George Cambrico is able to grab it out of that. It looks like he may have gotten kicked in the middle of that, actually. Take a little bit of timeout, check on him.
And that's going to be Cambrino's 6th save of the night. He's really been stepping up for this Broncos defense when they need him to. And he's going to be all right.
Now, what the Eagles really need to do is get heavy on that offense, make those chances, and really take them at the same time.
Yeah, the Eagles have no time to waste.
Especially with 2 minutes and about 50 seconds left in the game. Lee Summit North is taking the ball, but it looks like a little something. Looks like there's a little confusion going on. Don't really know what's going on the field. What's the holdup?
The ref's going to talk about something. The coach has been very vocal, so it may be about that. We clearly don't know, but the Eagles have no time to waste. They really need to get something rolling on offense, and they have been showing that in the final minutes of the half.
But now it looks like the Broncos defense is really the ones that are manning up on it, seeing that the Eagles are really determined on that offense.
Yeah, the Broncos midfielders have just been excelling at any position the coach changes them to. They've been able to play some great offense, and they've been able to play some stellar defense as well tonight.
Looks like the ref talked to the George Cambrico a little bit. Ref's gonna get the ball.
We're gonna have a goal kick here from Cambrino.
He's telling the defense to go spread out. Jesse Duncan's going to come up for the pressure.
Broncos just gonna launch it downfield.
Everybody said that to me.
Eagles defense sends it up. Hopefully the Eagles offense can get there in time, and a throw in for the Eagles. Jesse Duncan taking it, trying to throw it to Damian down the line, but it goes out again.
It's gonna be a Broncos throw. That's kind of a costly one right there. He thought he could reach Damian Theo with the pass. And we're gonna have a sub out for the Broncos. Number 15 coming out for number 18.
Just a reminder, number 15 does have a yellow card. So if he does get another card, that will result in a red, and he will be out.
Number 15 is also our only scorer of the game. So we'll see if he can try to get another one in the closing minutes.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Kicks it out towards defense. But it looks like it's a free kick for the Eagles. Really lining up.
And another ball is going to be rolling out on the field here.
Little miscommunication, but it always happens, so it's no problem. They're able to get it off and hopefully continue on with this play.
We'll see if the Eagles try to actually get a goal here, or if they're going to go with what I think they're going to do and just try to get a lucky header from one of the players. And they are.
Kick is made.
And
oh, it looks like
many Eagles players are complaining about a handball. And Davis Falk's going to go up and kick it back.
Another risky play by Davis Falk. We should really tally up these risky plays that he's doing tonight.
As you can see, some of the players and coaches have been very vocal about what seemed to be a handball. We couldn't really see it from up here where we were at, but you could clearly see the Eagles players having some anger over that call, and Broncos are going to be able to go back on offense with only almost a minute left. All the Broncos have to do is just sit and wait and let this game run out.
Really, they're just trying to run out time. They're not trying to make a goal. They're just taking up time away from the Eagles from the ball.
As I can see here, this Eagles offense has really kind of stepped it up in the last couple minutes. So they want to get them away from the goal as far as possible. And that's what they're doing here. They can probably get another cross here. Some good play. And
kicked it back.
Just outside.
Close goal from 21 from the Broncos. Davis Folk is getting this ball.
30 seconds left.
Eagles are wasting no time on setting up and just going. Hey, right towards offense. Jesse Duncan gets the ball, but fights for it between all the Broncos. Damian Theo comes, throws it up, see if Gabe Lentz can do something without going out, and it goes out. No, it comes back in, but George Cambrico gets it.
Cambrico's going to fall on it, and that should be our game.
2, 1.
And that's our game. Lee Summit North Broncos gaining 1 point. Liberty North ending with 0.
But what was a great game from Lee Summit all the way. Their explosive offense was going to result in a win, in a goal sooner or later. Hey, that's going to bump up Lee Summit North's record to 4-5 and Liberty North's to 4-4.
Liberty North had some good chances there. If their angles were just a little bit to the right, then we would have some more points up there. But sometimes that just how the ball rolls.
Yep, this Lee Summit North offense just stepped on the gas and never let off at all, and that's what really led to the victory. As you can see, North tried to do whatever they could, throwing in 6 defenders, and that wasn't enough to stop them.
Friday night sports. When athletes compete, they give
now it looks like we're just gonna doing some.
Sports medicine. We're staying open Friday nights after the lights.
We're gonna.
Bumps and bruises that are part of the game.
Okay, so we have discussed and we have decided on the player of the game, and we're going to be doing number 15, Liam Frank. He made 1 goal in the game, and that was the only goal, really. It was a nice goal from afar, so if you really look at it.
And Liam Frank being one of the wingers for Lee Summit, just again, that explosiveness was bound to happen sooner or later for their goal, and he ended up being the winger that gets it.
But it looked like he also had a little bit of aggression or a little bit of miscommunication, because he did get a yellow card right after.
We're involved in the community in a lot of different ways. We're involved in
Okay, we got some conversation going on between the teams. But what we really need to talk about is Liberty North.
And we're going to, never mind. A replay screen came up on the screen for you.
Well, we got a pretty shot of the moon. We got a full moon tonight.
And I believe that's going to be it for today's match and tonight's broadcast. This is a solid showing from both teams. Lee Summit North is the one that managed to come out with the win today. And that's going to be it from us here at North Nation Media. I'm Rance Watts.
I'm Haley Wineland. Make sure you guys tune in to next time. And always keep up with Liberty North. Thank you guys, and you guys have a great